SS Gentleman Dean Alejandro here, and happy Thursday to all you lovely and beautiful people. I am so happy that you are here with me watching this video. We have a couple of different things to talk about. I wanted to go ahead and start segueing into the book review. So I am going to feature the first book review for January because it wouldn't be right to just start it in February. And I also want to talk about something that happened recently with me seeing a new doctor and a couple of other things. So I had a really long and shitty day at work today, so if I seem a little all over the place, that's why. But as promised, I wanted to put this video out here for you. So what I'm just going to go ahead and do first is I just want to talk about my doctor appointment. Because I know in the last couple videos I expressed some concerns as far as my blood work and my hormones, and if you're not new here, you know this has been a battle for a really, really long time, especially since moving across the country. This is going to be my third year on testosterone in November, and this will now be my third doctor. But I do have a kind of history with third time's a charm with everything in my life. So I'm really hoping that this is going to be permanent and I'm ready for some stability. First and foremost, before I get a little bit more into it, I'm going to talk about the appointment pretty briefly, but I am going to have an entire video specifically on the doctor, the appointment, some community days, and a lot of other things. So if you have any questions about that, please put them below. That way I can answer them or my doctor can answer them, because it's really important that we get this information out there to really educate people. So I drove to Denver. My wife and I drove to Denver on a community day to meet with a doctor who has been in touch with me. We've kind of been in touch for a while, and I've been really intrigued in this program and in this, I guess, business, is that what you want to call it? Or, medical provider, I guess we'll go ahead and say. And I've had good vibes from the beginning. Now, I kind of have trust issues because I've been burnt severely in the past, especially by people in the community and medical professionals. So it was very nerve-wracking for me to yet again start over. But I went and I got my blood work done. And I do have a statement from her that I am going to read off here, just about the business, about the medical provider and everything else. But before I get into that, I just want to explain that this is the first doctor that I've had that has listened to my questions, my concerns, who has been patient and upfront has given me education, if that makes sense. I have, for the first time, felt confident that I'm with someone that knows exactly what they are doing and that I can be rest assured, instead of saying, hey, are they just trying to give me prescriptions? That's kind of how I felt in the past. People are like, here you go, here's your prescription, when it's more important for me to get my blood work done. And she really took the time to answer all my questions, listen to me thoroughly, and see me as a person, which is very rare nowadays. So the company is called Mariposa Health. They're recently launching and they have a bunch of exciting things. And it's not just for people in Colorado, but it does definitely help, because in order to start getting testosterone specifically, you do need to have an in-person visit. However, who knows what the future holds. So Mariposa Health is a new online clinical service started by Dr. Jerica Kirkley, who is my doctor, and she is effing amazing. If you are watching this, thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this. You are literally my lifesaver, my superhero. I'm not going to go more in about that. Which offers HRT for trans folks in a virtual format to make the care process as easy and convenient as possible. You can start with a video visit and then communicate by text in a secure app for any questions without having to schedule a visit. Prescriptions are called to your pharmacy of choice and labs are done at a local Quest site. They are working on providing mail delivery medication soon. Like I said, you need to have one in-person visit for testosterone. They do have a lot of community-free day events where they have a lot of different providers that come together and offer a lot of things to the LGBTQ community, which is great. And I am going to have a complete video with those dates, the location, and anything else that you may want. So if you have questions, put them below. This is very important, the flexibility. I was in Florida for a funeral and I was literally messaging my doctor all the time. I was frantic. I was not in a good place, and she didn't judge me. I mean, maybe she did, but you know, she didn't tell me. I'm just kidding. But she was very efficient with letting me know I wasn't in the dark, and I felt like I had someone on my side. Even from the first time meeting her in person, I felt like I had known her. I felt like we were finally going to be going through this. As you know, I stopped counting of my milestones with testosterone because they have been fucking out of whack. So now I'm starting a new dosage and trying to go back, but I recommend anyone who needs help, reach out to me. I will help you get the help that you need. Anything is possible. Seriously, I will help you. So that's just my little quick blurb about that. Now, I won a giveaway recently with 2 amazing profiles on Instagram. One is Bravebearpride and the other one is Profilesinpride. Shout out to Emily, who hooked me up with, well, she didn't really hook me up because I won the giveaway, but that's where the book is going to come from, which is actually really, really cool, and I love it. I haven't really started going into it too much in depth because it's not an actual reading book. So this first book review is a little bit differently. But before I get into that, I do want to say and show from Bravebearpride. I haven't even opened it. Look how cute this is. I've been waiting to open this. They come in rainbow patches or in trans patches, and if you didn't know, now you do. I sleep with stuffed animals. No fucking shame. Look how cute this is. So it has a little trans heart here. And look, this is like literally the cutest thing. I've been waiting. I wanted to put a video out there to kind of show you how awesome and how cute and how cuddly they are. So go check out that profile on Instagram. I don't even want to put this on the floor. This is not for you. My dog is right here and he wants this, but don't chew it. So the other cool thing that came with that giveaway was this, and I've been looking for something like this, and I probably have Googled different things, and which is another reason why I wanted to start the book reviews. I have spent so much time trying to find LGBTQ books or anything related to help me and really help me feel less isolated, and I have had a difficult time. So this is kind of this list that I have is going to be some of my favorites and some important ones that changed my life, to help get exposure out there. We're kind of seeing a reoccurring theme with really exposing these resources out to other people, those who need it or those who don't need it. So shout out again to Emily. I got this awesome book, and this is, I believe that everything happens for a reason. I'm sorry, I'm one of those people. She was telling me, I told her, I was like, did you have one of these? Because these are so cool. And she was telling me, no, I actually found it randomly in a boutique, and I purchased it, and I didn't know who I wanted to give it to, but I wanted to give it to someone for a giveaway, but I wasn't sure. And I was shook because when I opened this book, I was just like, that's awesome that you gave it to someone else, because I don't know that I'd be able to do that because it's just so awesome. So have you ever heard, well, first of all, it's kind of like a journal, but you know, like those Wreck-It journals, like where they're super active and you can get into and do a bunch of different things, keep you, into it. That is kind of how this one is. So first of all, it's called Free to Be Me. I know it's kind of backwards. It's an LGBTQ journal of love, pride, and finding your inner rainbow by Dom and Ink. Here you go. And there's a couple of different things in here. I just have this one out. Don't live the wrong life. Live the right one for you. So it's super. Then there's one right here. Again, like a Wreck-It one. Finished. Okay, great. Now cut this page out and tear it to shreds. It's okay to be scared, but don't forget, you got this. So this is a book that is very full of empowerment. It's for you to get active and go through. These are the things narrow-minded people see. Boxes, labels. And I love this. I can't wait to do it. And I really didn't know how I was going to talk about this because it's so interactive. Pride is a protest, not a party. Cut this out and stick it on your wall. You can party at Pride, but it needs to be with the intention of equal rights, inclusivity, and raising awareness for everyone. So it has a bunch of different things that you can color, different things that you can cut out. Again, it's very much like the Wreck-It type of journal. If you've been familiar with those in the past, very interactive. I definitely recommend this. I knew I'd spend like a fucking hour talking about this. But yeah, it's super cool. So shout out to them for, getting with me. And I feel super honored and super blessed because honestly, I needed that kind of distraction. Like I said, I had been searching, trying to find something with no luck. So I'm hoping that it will help you. I'm hoping anything that I talked about today can help you. If you have questions, please reach out. Remember, I love you. Have a great day. I'll see you next Thursday.